What's up, YouTube? Hitting y'all up with another video. So this one about, the saying where Christians say, "Oh, God put him in that place for a reason." That saying. Excuse me. The saying that a lot of Christians say. So let's get into this, man. Okay, so let's say, it's not just going to be on that saying, I changed that. It's going to be on, things that are prayed for and answered to, too, So, let's start off with, praying, the praying part. So let's see, when Christians pray for, like, I don't know, little high school kid, he's got a game that, scratch that. People, I actually saw this on the news, on the ESPN News Sports too, that like 45% people pray for their football team to win. So if that were to happen, they're going to think, God did that. God did that. God made them win. Praying for your football team, The hell, man. And then they're going to be like, yeah, God totally answered my prayers, man. My football team won. So let's look at the, starving children in Africa, Whenever the Christians go over there to do service, to spread the word of God, and the kids learn about God and they start to pray, where's their answers at? They're continuing to starve to death. Their stomachs developing this huge bowl-like belly because they're so malnourished. And so what makes you so special that God answers your prayers, but he doesn't answer anyone else's prayers, What about those kids who are in households, where they're getting sexually abused every day, and abused to the limit, like they're kept in a closet or some shit. You hear those stories all the time, and they're disgusting. Where the kids, the kids are like stuffed in a closet and stuff. And you know what? I bet those kids pray too, because they probably hear about, oh yeah, God is great. And, he answers everyone's prayers. He answers every prayer, What about those kids who are suffering like that until they die? So what? And then let's go into that other fact. I hope this video is pretty good. I'm just bouncing everywhere. So let's say, Christians will say, oh, the kid was put there and because God put him there for a reason. Which makes me think of God as a morbid piece of shit, that he would put an innocent child in a position to where the little child is getting their innocence taken away from them by some pedophile, and the pedophile only gets like so many years in prison or something, and the little kid is scarred for life. That pedophile does not get the type of punishment he deserves. I don't care how bad the treatment is in prison, how prisoners treat pedophiles. I know it's bad, but it has nothing. It's nothing like what that little kid has to go through, because they're scarred for the rest of their life with such terrifying images. And it's been shown, man. It's been shown. And people want to say God put you in that position for a reason. That is morbid as fuck, man. It's morbid as fuck. So let's see. For those who are chosen by God, they get all their prayers answered. Let it be the football team, to passing test, and it's just simple, stupid shit that could be done if you're fucking studying and You know, for the football team, that's just fucking straight out luck, man. You know, it's whatever on the football team. It's whatever on sports. It's however that team's feeling. It's all about the players. I mean, what the hell do you think God's going to look over every little, the selfish need that you have, your little football teams, your little, you know, and you think he's answering your prayers about that? Now, what about those miracle things where, like, I don't know, a little kid gets cancer and luckily, you know, survives through it. And the Christians say, yeah, God put you there for a reason. And that's why you made it out. And it's like, what the fuck? That is so fucking morbid. That little kid, a little innocent child having to battle cancer, and it's because of God. That's fucked up. That's fucked up in my opinion. If I was God, I would not do anything to a little child. A little child is fucking innocent as hell. They're coming up on this earth to see everything, and yet they get damned with fucking cancer, you know? What the fuck? Like, what the hell, man? And then people have the nerve to say God put them there for that, for a certain reason. God put them there for a reason. Prisoners of war, you know, some go not found, and people say, oh, yeah, God put them there for a reason. The fuck, man? You see what I mean? It's fucking morbid. It's morbid. And God is a dick anyway. You know, there's so many scriptures saying how he's a dick. I mean, what about, let's go into, you know, using that phrase on some scriptures. Whenever, you know, the most known one I love saying, you can say, you use that saying in every single one of your videos pretty much. But, fuck, what is it? The children of Egypt, when God rained hell on Egypt and killed all the firstborn sons, all the firstborn cattle, and you know, a Christian would say, you know, oh yeah, God put those kids in that position for a reason. He put them in position for a reason. I remember one time, man, I was debating with someone. Well, I wasn't debating. The dude was being an asshole. Okay, this was on IMVU too. You know, I'm always on IMVU, dude. I'm an IMVU addict, man. I love my virtual world games, man. But anyway, I had a blasphemous account. Now, I always went into this fucking room, man. Always went in this fucking room, never had a problem. You know, I'd wear my blasphemous shit, you know, they didn't give a fuck. One of the moderators in the room, he booted me. And I didn't do anything. So, you know, I'm like, what the fuck? Well, me having like shit ton of accounts, you know, I log into another account. And I go back in there. I said, why the fuck did you boot me? And he's like, who are you? I'm like, I'm the dude you just booted not long ago. What the fuck, man? He said, oh, I didn't like the shit you were wearing. And he boots that account too. So I come back like with another account, sneakingly, you know, I didn't want him to realize it was me. And I say, so what, you're a Christian? And he said, yes. And you know, I look at him, I'm like, this dude is not a Christian, man. He has AP. He's married on a virtual world game. You know, there's all kinds of sin that he's going through. And then on top of that, you know, he's being judgmental on shit that I'm wearing too. And that's a sin also, because they say God's the only one to judge, not his followers. They can't judge. Only God can. Yeah, I send him, because he thinks I'm such a bad person, I sent him the script where quotes where God ran over Egypt and caused chaos over Egypt and killed the firstborn son the firstborn cattle, just murdered it. And his little wife on the virtual world game came out, and she was like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm like, that's a script from the Bible. And I said, so was that considered a good thing to do to little children? And she responded, she responded to it and said, well, actually, he responded at first, and he was like, get the fuck out of my room with that shit. Get the fuck out. And he booted me. And I came back. And I kept coming back every time he booted. I kept coming back. And she's like, obviously, he doesn't know the meaning of war. And when she said that, I was like, so the point of war is to kill innocent children and to kill, innocent animals that did nothing, Anyway, you be the judge. I'm out. Peace. By the way, Snickers coffee. Fucking good, motherfucker.